15-109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics.
I will be your host tonight alongside the wonderful Tim World. Tim, it's been a long time.
Go at it. These two teams did play in this gym last season during the COVID season. Landslide. And really, I think a lot of what I said is what these was like, the smarts about what this team's going to look like. And Bobcats, I'm anxious to see what we got.
Well, I'm anxious as well. You know, you talked about how we might be struggle this year. We just come off the JV contest. The JV losing by only 14 points. It was a 35-point ball game. So kudos to the JV Bobcats for finding that. But then, if you look around, I assume you guys are watching on the NSA test. You're in the Bobcats on the job right now. This place is, it hasn't been this bad since COVID 2 years ago. I couldn't be more excited. There's room in the gym though, by the way, it's down 6 minutes to go before it's in. But Tim, we talked about, and on Podcast Sports Talk, if we struggle this year, what would you do if you're the Bobcats come to the ball game? A lot of young talent. This track team ready to come in here and shoot for the president. What would you do if you're the Bobcats?
Yeah, the Cougars are coming in this evening. Really anxious to hopefully get one on the Bobcats. As many people know around the league and around the area, a lot of people are saying that this could be a year to get the Bobcats here early. And so this is the Bobcats' first game on the court so far tonight. And so Cougars coming in ready, and they're confident and they're determined. Bobcats, on the other hand, we need to know who the leader is. Over on the sideline out the whole entire season, after a football injury the entire year. We got to see who is the leader. I know Robert earlier today. That's what he told me. That's how he feels. I just got to know. Hopefully we'll find out who's the leader.
Like you said, really young talent this week. Nathan Wesley has to be a role player. Maybe not from a point standpoint of the floor, but he has to be a role player. He's been around for 4 years, one state title, play college baseball. He has to be the locker room guy to really put the team together. I know Johnson moving up to play college football and ball. Maybe seniors step up in the locker room because sophomores and juniors on this team really have to step up. This will have to be a win by committee type of thing. I agree with you. They have to step up, but if they can't be this guy, it's got to be a team.
It does. That's what the in the rest themselves is they understand we can't win ball games. Two guys are doing it all. And so that's a good problem. That we're up with. One thing is to see a Bobcat basketball the guys who engage in the game, the guys in the bench, they're standing there for their teammates on every positive play. That's what Coach Corby teaches. Besides this year, really, I see the Bobcats are going to play an ugly victory.
I hope you're right. I'm always predicting it. You said you never know which one is going to go. I guess I said though. They're making some shots. And I spoke in the safety contest. We were to the top of the great jumpers. I would expect the team. It's like Alabama. We're going to take 3-pointers and we're going to attack the basket. That's exactly what I was talking about. We're going to take 3 pointers. We're going to attack the basket.
We get everyone's toughest things next. flag for the Bobcats to run that road that road.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And just 2 months ago, we talked a little bit about what the Bobcats need to do. What they need to do to other victories.
Well, first, I think they need to play with confidence and like a rapid effect. So I think they're coming in confident. They're determined. They're going to finish tonight. Mindset tonight. But then number 2, they're going to execute. One thing that the Bobcats are going to do each year, and the reason we beat teams that sometimes are more athletic than us, is that we're so disciplined. And so if you're going to beat a quality style team that is so disciplined, there's no other discipline program around. And I'm here to discipline now. If you're a Radford Bobcat fan or not, that's just the truth. We're a disciplined team. You're not going to get that anywhere else. You've got to match the discipline, and then you can travel. You can have the athletes with discipline. That's what we're about here.
You're absolutely right. I'll give you a shout out to Pulaski County. They came ready. The student section is massive right now. This looks like they're on home team. The student section. They dressed out like a football game. They got the student section going. Western night, they got a pool in the crowd here. So they came ready to party. And you know what? This is exactly what I want. I think that high school sports, small town, Radford High School, this is I think Radford, I think Town Bridge, I could be more. This is Martin Davis and Tim Morrow with Bobcats Football.
Pieces of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats!
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
Years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise Financial Advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future, as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
It's what financial balance
or Mark
today at 5153.
Our office is located at 202 3rd Avenue in Radford, Virginia.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West.
defense here. Actually, all the way. Yeah, interesting here by Coach Moody here. Really not a lot of size down low. Not a lot of size, but really not down low. They do have Great shot there for the Bobcats. Got to the middle of the paint there. Nice clean shot. Way to answer to the two leads to score. We're going to go back and forth on that. It's a good turn the ball over. Bobcats going to
One thing that you're going to have to do against the Bobcats is you got to be just as disciplined as the Bobcats are going to win right there. The Cougars already turned the ball over. Bobcats have it. They're in the secondary break here. Back up the wall. Kelly shots up. It's real good. Off the right side. The Cougars come up to the defense.
I actually love that shot there by Kelly. Really good three-point shooter. Doesn't hide it on him. Doesn't love to go down. I like that Kelly making it up on the defensive end. That's Coach Quinley style basketball. You don't make your shot down there and come back and make it up on the defensive end.
Absolutely. You always earn your minutes back on the defensive side. Coach Quinley Cougars trying to inbound it. It's getting close to 5 seconds. They get it in 4.5. It seems like Bobcats are on 10 Cougars inbound on the basket. They dribble back up to the top of the key. Mitch on the ball. Almost the same passing lane. JJ's shot is up, and it's going to be short this time. Ball's stuck with an outflow on the ground, and the Cougars come up with it. To the right wall. Give them to the gap. They go up.
Yeah, good pass right there. Good second chance opportunity for the Cougars. They're going to have to capitalize on the second chance opportunities. I'm not sure if they'll get one tonight. I'm not sure if they will or not, but they're going to have to capitalize on it right there. Cougars lead 4-2.
Back over to way outside.
The seniors checking in. Might still do it, but I'm not even sure. Way to go, Nathan Wesley, coming off the bench. Took each 6 minutes with the Bobcats. Way to come in and get the ball and attack the basket.
Half court, down 4 feet now. Nathan Wesley still in the pass lane. Cougars throwing the ball around.
Yeah, really good defense here by the Bobcats, staying in front of the man, putting the pressure on him. That's what the JV was trying to do early in their contest. It didn't early, but here come the Cougars. That's his second, but the Pulaski County Cougars get the ball back. I've noticed early here from the Bobcats team, one thing we pay attention is the effort, because they are running all over the floor on defense, and that's what they're going to have to do. Good defense here by the Bobcats early, still trying that court for. Like that, they stood up in disagreement with that one as Arthur the ball was Arthur Prater gets it, and now Gavin Corman with the basketball. Bobcats get the steal off the inbound. Elijah Kelly with the basketball at the top of the key. Bobcats driving, Elijah Kelly driving, attacking the basket. Link! There has been a lot of defenders here. The quarterback, his older brother, great responsibility. I've had to see some of them dominating this game, coming out right here. It's a defensive stifling. Nathan Wesley with the basketball at the top of the key for the Bobcats. Bobcats leading by 2, 4 minutes to go. In the opening period here, Elijah Kelly with the basketball, now giving it up to Nathan Wesley at the top of the key. Cougars extend the defense. Elijah Kelly wants to shoot that 3, but it looks like the Cougars are going to try to give it to him. But he doesn't, gives it up to Gavin Corman. Gavin attacking the basket as it looks like a charge is called on the Cougars. As it looks like with 3:55 to go, the Cougars will inbound the basketball. Bobcats here in transition, or excuse me, Cougars with the basketball. As it looks like they will turn the ball over now. It is Bobcat basketball, 3:38 to go. I want to apologize if we had any sound issues. We're trying to work out the kinks here. Hey, but this is the Bobcat Sports Live difference. Similar to Barstool, this is how Bobcat Sports Live does it.
Yeah, Cougars trying to match the intensity there and try to push up on the ball handler right there, but they're going to be called for a bump. And so right now the foul count is 2-2, not at even pretty here early. Bobcats up 6-4, 3.5 remaining here in the first quarter. On the court for the Bobcats is Max Knight, Brandon Thompson, Parker Prelo, Gavin Cormany, and Elijah Kelly.
Yeah, that foul was on number 22, Caleb Butterwood. That's his first team foul, number 2. I also want to say if we miss anything, the Pulaski County student section is right in front of us, taking up half our court vision here. So it could be interesting thing tonight. But Parker Prelo with the basketball over to Kelly in the corner, and that's no good. I was ready to stand on my feet, but rebounded strong by Cormany. Cormany backs around and puts it up, and that's good. Gavin Cormany with a bucket. That's his first.
Cougars coming up. They're down by 4 now, 8-4. They came out hot, opening the game up in minutes. Parker Prelo, his defense is all over number 1, J.J. Gully. He's been dancing around here early in the game, and this time he's shut down pretty well by Parker Prelo ever since Parker's entered the court. That's 2 turnovers against the point guard for the Cougars.
Parker Prelo is in the head. I think Gully, when he goes to bed tonight, is going to have dreams of Parker tonight, as he is all in his grill tonight, and he's letting his efforts be shown. 8-4 is your score.
Bobcats bring it up. Joseph Mitchell handing off to Parker Prelo. He comes off for Thompson, posting hard on the block. Back up to Gavin at the top of the key. Over to Elijah Kelly on the wing. Joseph Mitchell's there for the screen if he wants it. He gets into the lane, pops it over to Parker Prelo, shots up, and it's good. Coach Cormany, one thing he always says is, if you start defensively, the offense will come. That's exactly what Parker does. And ironically this time, J.J. Gully does not want the ball to bring it up, and someone else now is for the Cougars.
Great shot there by the Bobcats, really taking their time and getting the best look going. 11-4 is your score. The Pulaski County Cougars haven't got the ball near the three-point line in the last 2 minutes, as they have not put up a shot here, as it was 4-4, the Bobcats leading 11-4.
JJ gets into the lane. This time he gets by Parker, misses the layup. Ball's going to be tipped around, flies out of bounds. Everyone's pointing in the area of the Bobcats, and the official's going to say it's going to be Cougar ball, and Cormany wants to have a little conference with the rest of the officials, but
yeah, that's
no change in that one.
Yeah, that's absolutely absurd. As I don't know how that's called. It hit off a Pulaski player, then Cormany, then another Pulaski player. It was pretty clear, little domino effect. But, hey, it will be Pulaski County ball 2 minutes ago in the opening period.
Cougars inbounded in front of the Bobcat bench here at the top of the key. They're trying to get set up. A lot of on-ball screens now. The Cougars are going to try to slow down this on-ball defense. Joseph Mitchell on the ball now this time. Cougars trying to look for something. They're just dribbling out the perimeter. Now they're going to try to get in the lane. They're going to throw up a layup. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Joseph Mitchell. Parker Prelo with the speed up to Elijah Kelly. Dishes it off to Brandon Thompson, who goes up for the layup. It's going to be missed. Looks like a little bit of contact from behind. Nonetheless, J.J. Gully comes up with the Cougars, goes to his left, gets into the lane. It's a tie ball. No, they're going to call foul against the Bobcats.
Well, I would like to go back to the shot on the other end here. I don't know how we don't have goaltending. The ball hits the backboard, and then a Pulaski County Cougar slaps the backboard. I don't know about in college, but in high school basketball, that is goaltending all day long. Maybe I'm mistaken, but hey, it will be Pulaski County Cougars. Number 30, Brandon Thompson, called for the foul. By the way, Bobcats fans not happy with that no goaltending down there.
No, a lot of them are letting the official know as he goes by. Right now, a few more substitutions. Parker Prelo, with such stifling defense, going to come out and take a break. Number 20, Elijah Kelly, comes out as well. On the court now, once again, is number 10, Isaiah Austin, and Max Knipe. Cougars inbound underneath their own basket. Ball's tipped. It's stolen by Joseph Mitchell. It was tapped away by Isaiah Austin. Now Nathan Wesley has it on the left, and he's swinging it around up to Joseph in the secondary break. Over to Isaiah Austin. Bobcats kind of stagnant. Joseph Mitchell takes a three this time. It's up. It's no good. It's long. It's going to bounce around the top of the backboard. The Cougars are eventually going to come up with the defensive rebound. Bobcats up 11-4 here with 1 minute, 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I would love Mitchell to actually attack the basket. He can make some from three, but I would like to see him make a present in the post, maybe attack off the screen. But the Bobcats are leading 11-4, stifling defense on the other end.
And good defense by Nathan Wesley. Makes the ball handler pick it up, but the Cougars wisely do a backdoor cut, and they get a layup to go. It's brings the score now to 11-6, 50 seconds remaining. Joseph Mitchell over on the wing. Max Knipe posting up hard down low. Isaiah Austin gets it now out to Max Knipe in the corner. They're going to be patient here. Coach Cormany now calls 5 out. Nathan Wesley has it at the top of the key. A couple of screens now happening for the Bobcats. Max showed a ball screen, then flashed away. They're going to wind down this clock. 30 seconds remaining. Score once again is 11-6. Your Bobcats lead. Joseph Mitchell flashes up. No ball screen again. He goes away. Now Brandon Thompson pops out to the corner. They have 4 low, 1 up top. You can almost imagine a ball screen is going to come up here soon. Now here comes Joseph Mitchell. Goes from the back screen. Nathan Wesley gets to the lane, puts the floater up, and it's good. Well executed by the Bobcats. Time's going to expire. Shot from the volleyball line goes up, no good. And the Bobcats lead after the beginning of this first quarter. Score 13-6 here in the 2021-2022 season opener. Bobcats over the Cougars.
that they can rely on, not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house. Whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug, who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
And we are back. If you're just tuning in, I've gotten word the NFHS is down, and that means Bobcat Sports Live rules here. We're going to be pushing that YouTube. If you got it, if you're viewing right now, there's a few of you. Share that YouTube link. NFHS isn't working. Let your family know, hey, you can't watch it on the NFHS. Listen to it here on Bobcat Sports Live. It's free. You can listen to me and Tim Worrells talk about this game as the Bobcats are leading 13-6. Tim, by the way, I want to let you know J.J. Gully, probably the leading scorer here for the Cougars tonight, has 4 points. All 4 points coming with Parker Prelude on the bench.
Yeah, Parker's been the difference. Elijah Kelly right now is on the block. He receives and gets fouled, so he's heading to the free throw line. So Bobcats lead 13-6 after the opening quarter. Cougars came out, hit a shot right off on their first series, but ever since then, Bobcats doing Bobcat kind of things, playing stifling defense. Right now, number 20, Elijah Kelly, just a sophomore for the Cats. A lot of potential in his career here. First free throw's up, and it's going to be long and no good. Packed gym here tonight. It's good to be back. Concession stands open. Fans in the bleachers ever since last year's empty COVID year. It's glad to be done, but unfortunately, Elijah Kelly comes up empty-handed, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Bobcats lead remains the same, 13-6. This time Nathan Wesley all screens, handoffs, everything they can to get in the lane, but the Bobcats right in their face, and they tip it away here. Elijah Kelly comes up with the steal. He gets to the lane. He gets fouled. Layup goes, and it's going to be no good, actually. It's not going to fall. He's going back to the free throw line.
Personal team foul. And we will as well take a quick 30-second timeout and hear from Brad's Barbershop.
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber Athletics. Go Bobcats.
Up by 1. It's 14-6 now, just into this second quarter. Right now on the court for the Bobcats is Elijah Kelly, who just gets called for a reach-in foul there. Isaiah Austin, Brandon Thompson, Gavin Cormany, and Nathan Wesley round out the lineup right now for Coach Cormany on the court right now for the Bobcats.
Checking back in, Parker Prelude. His defense has been missed here. He shut down J.J. Gully in the first period. Again, we spoke about it. He didn't allow Gully to basically get across half court. Nathan Wesley with the steal goes up, tipped out of bounds by the Cougars. It will be Bobcat basketball underneath their own basket.
Great steal right there by Nathan Wesley. I almost wish he kind of had a little urgency about himself. He went up for the layup. He was either going to get fouled and one or go to the free throw line. Right there, he allowed the defender to come behind him, Aiden Akers, to poke it out. Good effort right there by the Cougars to get back. Right now, the Bobcats now are going to try to enter the ball underneath their own basket. But first, a couple Cougar substitutions. Number 1, J.J. Gully, who's been the main scorer. He's got 4 of the 6 points right now for the Cougars back on the court for them. So Parker Prelude's also on the court. As you mentioned, Michael Parker has been stifling on J. Gavin Cormany's shot is up, and it's no good. A good set play right there. Good-looking shot, just long here. Bobcats coming down, looking to get another stop. Once again, Parker Prelude on J.J. He's not letting him get by. Shot's up, and it's going to be no good. J.J. tried to shoot over Parker, and that time a defensive stop. Gavin Cormany gets the ball, and Coach Cormany calling out a play.
Yeah, Bobcat 13-6 here for a while. No field goals for either team. Had one free throw made here by Elijah Kelly, and the Bobcats looking to run some offense.
Bobcats kind of sitting around. Coach Cormany leaning back with his hands on his hips, not too happy. Great pass by Parker Praylor to Brandon Thompson. He hits the shot, gets fouled, and Brandon going for the old-fashioned three-point play. Brandon Thompson coming out playing really well so far in the first few minutes of his varsity career. He started tonight, by the way.
Yeah, he has 4 points on the evening. 1 foul for him as he's going to the line. I love the old-fashioned three-point play, attacking the basket, taking the contact. Smaller body, yet big frame here for him. So he could have a long career here for the Bobcats as he misses the first of the free throw, and the Pulaski County Cougars will come back the other way.
Unfortunately, not even close right there, but nonetheless, 6:20 remains here in the first half. Coach Cormany getting onto his team, not denying well or much, but here, 16-6, Bobcats have extended their lead to double digits for the first time this evening. Gavin Cormany tips it. It gets into the hands of the Cougars again. They drive. The ball's poked loose. He goes up. He gets fouled. And head to the free throw line for the Cougars is number 4, Jaden Kraus.
Yeah, I'll give Cormany a little bit of credit there, as that would have been a wide-open shot in the post there for the Cougars as he tipped that away. But if he just doesn't reach his arms over on that and go straight up with his arms, that would have been not a foul. The official, what he was angry about was when you put your arms over and go down on. So good call there by the official. But 5 fouls apiece for both teams as Cormany has picked up his second of the game.
First free throw for the Cougars is no good. Krause's second shot is up, and it's long and way off. But he about gets his own rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it looked like Krause tipped it out of bounds, and all the Bobcat fans kind of throwing their hands up. How in the world that remains Cougar ball, we don't know. But the Cougars are going to try to inbound it underneath their own basket.
So I think what the official there gave us a little bit of credit, didn't want to give us the foul because technically the contact was drawn by the Cougars, so he gave them the ball. But if you're not going to call the foul, it kind of has to be our ball, right, Tim? But, hey, that's just my opinion. 5:50 to go here in the opening or the first half. 16-6 is your score.
Cougars get it in. They put up a shot. Jaden Akers is way long. He airballs it. Elijah Kelly trying to beat the defense back off. He gives it to Nate Wesley, who drives into the lane, kicks it over to Elijah Kelly, top the key for a 3. It's up and it's good. And the bank is open by number 20, Elijah Kelly. Coach Cormany not happy by that shot. It went in anyways, but Coach Cormany still trying to talk to him as he's on defense. He extends the lead now. Once again, Bobcats leading by the largest amount so far. Shots up by the Cougars, no good. Park Praylor with the rebound. Bobcats up by Elijah Kelly going to the free throw line for a chance at what, Michael? The old-fashioned
three-point play, baby. That's what I love to see. Elijah Kelly making the 3 in the next possession down, taking the contact. Kevin Durant out there. He is dominating on defense. He is dominating on offense, hitting that 3, and to call a full timeout because it went from a really close game to a Bobcat massive 15-point lead.
Absolutely. You know, the Cougars are coming in tonight with a lot of confidence, like we talked about, Michael. They really thought they would have an opportunity to get the Bobcats tonight and knock us off. And right now, 15 points. They haven't scored here in the second quarter yet. We're just with 5:17 remaining here. But largest lead of the night for the Bobcats. What are some things? A lot of question marks tonight, Michael. Have any of those question marks been answered here so far in the first half?
You know, I think so. You never know what you're going to see depending on who you're playing. But one thing I will say, the couple things that I love seeing the defense from Prelo. It's reassuring that he can come off the bench and do that. Elijah Kelly really dominating in this first half here. Really impressed me the way he can score from 3, the way he can attack the basket, and has a couple blocks on defense. He's really an all-around player for the Bobcats. I was curious to see what he would look like. Taller, slender frame, so not known for his power, but he's using his length to the best of his ability. And actually, Nathan Wesley coming off the bench, I'm telling you, I think he has 6th man of the year potential because he is, when the point guards have been on the bench, he's come bringing that senior leadership and really running the offense for the Bobcats.
Elijah Kelly at the free throw line now, coming out of this Cougar timeout, looking to complete the three-point play. Shots up, and it's good this time. 22-6 is your score here. And the Bobcats games this season, this is a first game situation the Bobcats have been in. They practice. The ball handler, J.J. Gully, right now causing havoc. Cougars once again just struggling. They're trying to 5-out look with all their people on the perimeter. They're going to try to dribble by the Bobcats, but they're having no success right now. J.J. Gully gets into lane, floaters up, and it's good. Parker Praylor was there to try to take the charge, but the bucket goes. J.J. Gully with 6 of the 8 points right now for the Cougars.
Yeah, I love goalie attacking the basket there. He got the floater to go. Bobcats won the charge. But good for him attacking the basket. And by the way, as we're going to get a charge, one official was going with a block, gave it up. But the Pulaski County to come in, they were knocking down some threes there in the warm-ups. I kind of expected it. But, hey, some teams are warm-up teams and some teams are game-time teams. We talked about the Bobcats been practicing for 52 weeks here in the offseason. And they're showing it right now because the Pulaski County Cougars look tired and the Bobcats still look fresh.
Ball kicked out to Parker Prelo in the corner. He's hit 1-3. This time it's going to rattle in and out. Ball's loose. Cougars come up with it. And Parker comes out of nowhere and swats the ball out of the ball handler's hand. He pokes it again, and it's going to be last touch by the Cougars. Parker Prelo, he's using his speed to just vanish everywhere like the road runner. And he gets back and causes a turnover against the Cougars. Cougars have had a handful of those so far in the first half.
I'm telling you, the defense from Prelo is really impressing me. Missed a shot. By the way, if he had made that shot, this place would have went absolutely nuts. But came back on there and stepped up on defense. I love the defense early from the Bobcats this season.
Thomas Grant right now in for the Bobcats, his first minutes of the season as well. He's wearing the number 22. Park Preller has it. Elijah Wesley pump fakes, gets into lane, shots up, and it's going to be long this time, going for the rebound. Cougars win it. J.J. Gully has it. He's pushing the issue. Has it good. He's been the only scoring so far. He's got 8 of the 10 for the Cougars. He brings the lead back down to 12, but the Bobcats quickly get it back to the end of the court. Joseph Mitchell swings it over to Isaiah Austin. Thomas Grant posting hard down low. Parker Prelo sets a screen, pops out, receives the ball, finds Joseph on the block. He posts up, shots up.
Joseph Mitchell, that's his third personal. Team foul number 7, so the Cougars will go to the line for the 1-and-1. But by the way, Tim, if I'm the Cougars, I give the ball to Gully every time and just let him work. I mean, that's really the only offense they have. I'm setting the screen. By the way, that was Joseph Mitchell's first foul, so I apologize for saying that. But it's hard to hear in this place tonight. But if I'm them, I'm letting him go to work. That's the only thing the only way they're gonna get back in this ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got 8 of the 10 points right now for the Cougars. The ball is always in his hand. He's the athlete. He's at the free throw line for a 1-on-1 attempt. He hesitates, shots up, and it's going to bounce about every part of the rim. So he's going to get a second shot right now. If you take a look, if you're in the gym right now, I understand that NFHS is frozen. Can't say I'm surprised by that one. But you would see that JJ is absolutely exhausted right now at the free throw line.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But that's because the Bobcats, they've had Prelo on him early, but they've switched it up. Isaiah Austin's guarded him. Elijah Kelly's guarded him. So the Bobcats are putting different players on him. They're not going to let him beat you. But if you are the Cougars, you have to have other guys step up because he cannot do it alone. That being said, he does have 8 points so far.
Bobcats have doubled the score of the Cougars so far, 24-12, 2.5 remaining here in the first half. Isaiah Austin has the top of the key. JJ's all over him. He loses it going up in midair. A lot of contact, bodies on the ground. Max Knipe comes out of nowhere, gets it, but unfortunately he tries to pass it out to Nathan Wesley, and he gets stolen. Cougars trying to bring it up the court. JJ finds the lane. He goes up, and the official's going to call a reach and foul, a little body contact on the dribbling. His shot went, but it's going to be called off. So the Cougars.
Yep, that is the dribble to his left. He hasn't so far tonight. So if I'm the Bobcats, I force him to go left because he loves dribbling to the paint on the right side. By the way, that foul was on number 10, Isaiah Austin. That's his first, as Gully knocks down the first of 2.
Every time one of the coaches from the Bobcats are going to tell their team that at the halftime break. His second free throw's up, and it's going to be 2 trips there. But Cougars are going to try to come out with a little four-court pressure. Well, it looks like some of them wanted to, but the others dropped back. Leads back down to 10. So it was at 14 at one point. So Cougars are a 4-0 run right now, trying to close in on this lead. Bobcats have it. Parker Prelo at the top of the key. Swings it over to Nathan Wesley, who holds his fingers up in the shape of a 5. Under 2 minutes now in the first half. Once again, if you're just tuning in, thank you to listen to Bobcat Sports Live. Bobcats up 24-14 over the Cougars.
Nathan Wesley with the basketball at the top, swings it over to Prelo. Prelo looking to work.
Parker Prelo kicks it over. Isaiah Austin shot is up, no good. Parker Prelo just about got that rebound over J.J. Gully. J.J. comes down, goes to his left, spins to his right. Air ball of a layup. He pokes it free from Max Knipe. He goes up with it now. Nathan Wesley tries to block it. He deters that shot, though, makes a miss. Nathan Wesley has it. Gully just reaching all over him. And Nathan takes it from J.J. Things getting a little chippy now. Bobcats trying to get across court. Nathan Wesley's exhausted. Bobcats have to get him off the court. Bobcats turn it over again. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Bobcats cannot start playing sloppy ball like the Cougars like to play, and they're going to have to stay disciplined here.
This-
Luckily, Parker poked it out.
This place is absolutely nuts. Bodies on the floor. Fans are standing up. You couldn't hear your mama if she was standing next to you about. And, Tim, you would think this is a 1-point ball game. It's a 10-point ball game, and this place is on pins and needles. Bobcats leading 10, 1 minute to go. Pulaski County will inbound it underneath their basket.
Cougars have it. One thing to note, J.J. Gully's not on the court right now for the Cougars. So let's see what the Cougars can do. They've been virtually just not able to do anything without him on the court right toward the volleyball line. 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. They can't even get the ball out. I mean, Cougars are just holding his hand. Number 20, he's got it. Lane Nestor, you can tell he doesn't want to dribble. Of course, he's already number 1. J.J. Gully's out of the game. The Cougars do absolutely nothing there, that 30-second possession.
Yeah, if I was the Cougars, I'd have subbed him at about 4 minutes ago instead of 1 minute ago because they can't do anything with him. If I'm the Bobcats here, I wait for this last shot. You're up 10. You got the stop you needed, and now you can go up 12 or 13 going into the half.
Thomas Grant receives the pass. Nathan Wesley on the block. Joseph Mitchell now posts up. Parker goes through the lane out to Nathan Wesley. 10 seconds remaining on the clock now. Nathan brings it out to the top. Setting something up, looking for a ball screen. He's asking for it by Joseph Mitchell. He ended the first quarter with the floater. He gets to the lane this time. The fadeaway shot's up. It is almost good. It's poked away, and that's going to be the end of the first half of this year's 2021-2022 season. And your Bobcats are leading against arch rival, Battle of the Bridge opponent, Pulaski County Cougars with a score of 24-14. You're listening to Bobcat Sports Adjustments after a message from some of our sponsors. I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Caleb Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats!
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back. And getting a straight razor shave, a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug, who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise Financial Advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future, as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
It's what financial balance is all about. So call Keith
or Mark
today at 540-639-5153.
Our office is located at 202 3rd Avenue in Radford, Virginia.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
Hello, Bobcat fans. This is Timothy Worrells, one of the voices of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years.
Inside Brad's Barber in Radford, and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men. And getting a straight razor shave and a hit with no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a
And we are back with Bobcat Sports Live. This is Michael Davis, a long time, the wonderful Tim Worrells. Bobcats leading 24-14. Let's go over to some halftime stats for you. JJ Goalie for the Cougars, basically their entire offense, 12 points for the Cougars. They only have 14 total. Kyle O'Neill hit a little jumper there at the beginning of the game, but it's been the JJ Goalie show. But I want to also let you know, guys, all his points have scored when Parker Prelo was not guarding him and or on the bench. So you take that with whatever information you want. Back to the Bobcats here. Parker Prelo with 3 points tonight. Gavin Cormany only with 2 points tonight. Nathan Wesley with 4 points tonight. Brandon Thomas, 4 points. Joseph Mitchell with 2 points. Leading scorer for your Bobcats, Elijah Kelly. He hit a three. Bank was open for business. Cast a check. Came down the other end. Hit the and one, two, and then the one at the line. So he has 9 points tonight. He's had a great first half. Tim, we saw the first half. Watched it together. The crowd was nuts. It was close for a bit. Bobcats pulled away. The Cougars kind of came back a little bit to bring it within 10 there at the half. What do you think about the first half so far?
Cougars came in with high hopes of knocking the Bobcats off. Cougars coming in 3-0 this year. Bobcats haven't played a single game yet. This is the first game. So if I'm on the Cougar staff or I'm in Cougar land, I'm saying, hey, this is the year, this is the night, this is the opportunity to knock them off. And hey, it's 24-14. Bobcats definitely earned that first half victory of a 10-point lead. But if I'm the Cougars and I'm in the locker room right now, I'm telling my guys, hey, we're still in this game and anything can happen. But on the reversal, if I'm in the Bobcat locker room, I'm saying, guys, if we shut down J.J. Gully, number one, it's not even going to be a chance. And going back to last year, the Bobcats shut out the Cougars in the opening quarter when they played here last year. 18-0 is the end of the first quarter last year. You can only imagine if we shut down number one, J.J. Gully. He's a great athlete. He's quick. He's a good basketball player. Bobcats find a way to find that answer against him. Then I think the Bobcats can really extend this lead this year.
With 1 minute to go in the first half, and I question that decision by the Cougars, but it seems like he had nothing left in the first half. He's put everything he's got into the first half so far, and he's an athlete. He's going to come out and compete in the second half. But what I'm saying is the Bobcats guarded him with three different guys at a clip. He did everything he could, and the Cougars are still down 10. You could argue the Bobcats had a rough half offensively. They've essentially shut down the Cougars here in the first half. And like you said, J.J. Gully's all their offense so far. Someone else, if I'm the Cougars, has to step up. And I think that's what the coach is going to preach here because Gully has 12. He's doing his part. but someone else has to step up. If I'm goalie and the Cougars, I'd love to attack the paint there with goalie and dish it out. They could make them here in the game. The Bobcats aren't going to let them get open threes, but if I'm the Cougars, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set screens for goalie, and I'm going to dish it out for the three-point.
And that's the point, Michael. You can make shots and warm-ups all day long when no one's in your face, but the Bobcats are never going to give you – you're going to have to earn a wide-open shot against the Bobcats, and they're going to sub in pretty quickly in the first quarter, shut J.J. down, caused a few turnovers. Then Isaiah Austin came back in, and he's like, hey, I can do what Parker's doing, and he did the same thing. But then you put in a guy that's like 6'7", like Elijah Kelly, defending the quickest guy on the opponent's team, and he shuts him down. I mean, that just gives credit, like I told you, Michael, at the beginning of the game, that there is not a more disciplined ball team. And
making you mix it up. J.J. Gully has a long second half away from him, but if the Cougars want to win, I feel like he's going to have 40 tonight.
On his back, but unfortunately he looks really exhausted so far, so we'll see how legs really play into tonight's game. Cougars, so we can see the Bobcats going deep in their bench. As usual, Cormier loves doing that. He loves when a lot of guys, are able to play and earn trust in him. And so, but once again, everyone's played tonight except Landon Clark so far, and Cougars have really only been 7 deep here in the first half. But nonetheless, Bobcats and the Cougars are ready to get this second half action going, and the Cougars are going to begin the quarter with the ball. They're going to try to go deep, and Elijah Kelly immediately tips it out of bounds. It's going to be hard to lob a pass over that guy.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. That's not going to work. If Elijah Kelly's standing in front of you, tallest man on the floor, even with his hair, he's got a 17-foot wingspan, it feels like, so that's not going to work if that's your play for the Cougars.
Cougars to Mitchell on-ball defense, forces the guy to pick up his dribble, and immediately the Cougars are going to try to find the ball in J.J. Gully's hands. He gives it up this time, goes to set his screen away. Cougars get in the lane, pump fake, gets a few defenders in the air. Shot short. Number 30, Brandon Thompson up for the defense.
Chipping is here out of the halftime break, but number 22 on the other end, Caleb Underwood, shot the ball there. It went short. You know what that tells me? Tired legs. Couldn't get the ball up there at the rim. Tired legs for the Cougars. 24-14 is your score.
Bobcats inbound underneath their own basket. Ball's swung around all the way to the top to Brandon Thompson. Joseph Mitchell has it, finds Elijah Kelly down low. He goes up, bodies man, gets fouled, and one once again for the third time. He's going to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Hey, that's what I love to see. That's old-school basketball right there. The kids love to shoot a three. Steph
now, and once again, he's very exhausted right here. But the Cougars are going to have the ball right in front of their own bench after taking that timeout. Bobcats coming out hot and heavy. They're on a 9-0 run to begin this second half.
Speaking of hot and heavy, we might have to open up some doors in this gymnasium because it is steamy in here as the Cougars finally get their first bucket of the half.
Yeah, great coaching right there as Coach Conoy drew something up and got a bucket. So great timeout right there. You're proud as a coach when that happens. And now Joseph Mitchell was posting hard on the block, and an official that we see often throughout the season
yeah, dude's trash.
Calls it against us.
I'll just say it. Every time he comes in here, sorry, Tim. You're the pastor, not me. I'll call it like I see it.
Cougars bring it up. J.J. Gully has it. He's going to give it up pretty quickly this time. Cougars kind of run the same set. They're going to run mostly a 5-out look right here. Lots of screens actions right now. Bobcats, though, walking and getting through every screen possible. J.J. wants some isolation. Gavin has it. He's keeping him in front of him. J.J. gets into the lane. The fadeaway shot is up, and it's no good. Elijah Kelly with the rebound. He's going to push it up himself right now. In his hands, he hesitates, kicks it over to Parker Prelude. Parker's shot is up. It's going to be short. Brandon Thompson comes up with the rebound, but he gets poked out from him. Parker Prelude snags it out of him, too. Tried to dive out of bounds. Nonetheless, unfortunately, Cougar ball.
Parker Prelude only with 3 points tonight, but is all over the floor. You see him on one end. Nope, he's on the other end tipping the ball out, so shout out to him. That man looks like he's been running all season as he gets the poke away, steals it away, as it will be Pulaski ball as Parker Prelude's foot was on the out-of-bounds line. But, man, as I'm talking about him, Parker Prelude is hustling all over the floor.
Coach Cormany not too happy with that call either. He thought it should have been a jump ball, but the official comes over last second and says that we were out of bounds. And so that's how the Cougars are awarded with it. They inbound it right in front of Bobcat bench. And I tell you what, number 12, Aiden Akers, is having fits right now with Parker. He keeps poking it loose from him. Gavin Cormany now on ball. Now the Cougars reverse it back up to the elbow. Handoff, ball screen now. They get into the lane. They kick it out. Aiden Akers looking to get rid of it as quickly as possible. He doesn't want the ball in his hands. J.J. Gully is out right now for the Cougars on the bench. So Cougars, ever since J.J. comes off the court, their offense comes to a standstill. They get into the lane, though, and no help side or anything was there for the Bobcats, and wide open layup, and so lead is brought back down to 33-18. Bobcats with possession.
Yeah, that's Krause's first field goal of the game here. Bobcats attacking the basket as we're going with the charge. Bobcats fans wanted the and one. Same guy, by the way. I'm not keeping a tally, but that's 5 calls here for Pulaski County, none for the Bobcats. But who's counting? Not me. I'm not. As it looks like number 2, Landon Clark, checking in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Landon getting a standing ovation. Landon setting school records this year on the football field, only playing half a season, so it's good to see him out there. And he's a sophomore, but he's already got varsity blood. Into the lane, he goes up with the shot. It's counted. He gets the foul, and he's heading to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. Kind of a delayed call there. The whole gym was like, didn't know what was going to happen, and then all of a sudden the official, it's like he was second guessing if it was going to be good or not. And I'm like, the ball went in. But Gavin right now starting to heat up right now in the scoring column for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's the 3rd foul of the half for the Cougars. 2 fouls for the Bobcats. Gavin Cormier to the line.
Gavin's shot is up, and it's good. Bobcat lead right back to where it was a couple of minutes ago. It's 38-20. Cougars having no success getting the ball in. And I like what Coach Cormier is doing. Full court man-to-man, up by 18.
Absolutely. It's West Virginia-style defense out here tonight, stifling as the official is letting them run the show here. J.J. Gully finally checking back in for the first time in a while.
Cougars inbounded right to the Bobcats, and Nathan Wesley up for a layup. Just about got another steal, but unfortunately body contact right there for the foul.
Bobcats up 20, saying, we're not letting you even sniff coming back in this game as we're going to put the pressure on you. This is what Coach Cormier does at its best.
Bobcats, Coach Cormier changing up the defense. We'll see what the change is here in a minute. Cougars still struggling. They're going to turn it over once again. Nathan Wesley not letting JJ have any breathing room, and JJ kind of gave him a little bump right there. Now JJ's getting to his team a little bit, and I don't blame him. He's doing everything for him right now.
Absolutely. He's the only man stepping up here. In his defense, though, the Bobcats have had 5 different defenders on him, and every one have given him trouble. So Elijah Kelly with the basket.
Got JJ all over him. JJ's going to try to last few right there. Hey, just a sophomore, though. Next year, play where he lands that dunk.
You're absolutely right. No doubt about it as he makes the free throw. Right. But I'm actually really impressed. I was curious to what he was going to give us this year, and he's showing out.
44-22 is your score. 2:27 remaining here in the third quarter. Isaiah Austin back in the game now for the Bobcats. He's joined with Gavin Cormier, Landon Clark, Max Knipe, Max Knipe, and Joseph Mitchell.
By the way, if you're tuning in on Bobcat Sports Live, thank you so much. Share that link. We heard the NFHS network was frozen and not working, so share that link as the Bobcats are rolling here. Number 34, Max Knipe with his first bucket of the game, 46-22, your Bobcats lead.
Yeah, transition to its finest right there. The lead post guy runs right down the middle of the court, and that's why you do. You get an open layup. Bobcats' largest lead of the evening is 24 now. Cougars pump fake, but they're going to be called for some steps, and so the Cougars all in fits right now. 46-22 is your score.
Bobcats here trying to get it to 50 before the end of the third period. They might be able to do it. 1:44 to go as the Bobcats. Landon Clark with the ball at the top of the key.
Landon Clark has it. He's dribbling, waiting. Joseph Mitchell on the block. Joseph Mitchell looking for the roll. It's not there. Back to Isaiah Austin on the cut. Back to Landon Clark for the right-handed layup. And it's good. Bobcats continue climbing their largest lead of the evening. It's now 48-22.
Yeah, but I love the hustle by Isaiah Austin. Only has 0 points tonight, but he essentially made that play right there, got the ball from going out of bounds, gave the Bobcats a second chance opportunity, passed the ball to Clark on the cut. So really, that possession there was saved by Isaiah Austin. Good assist there by Austin to give Clark the points.
Absolutely.
Morals, Bobcats leading huge 48-22. This has been a fantastic third period for the Bobcats.
Gavin Cormany has the ball in his hands. Bobcats getting it out of the Cougar timeout after Cougars turned it over. Joseph Mitchell hands it back over to Gavin. He hesitates, goes to his right. Step back shot is up, and it's going to be long and no good. J.J. Gully comes up with the rebound. 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The score again, if you're just tuning in, was 24-14 at the half, and right now it's 48-22 with 30 seconds remaining.
If I'm the Cougars here, I either do it quick or take the last shot. They take a shot here. It's rebounded by the Bobcats 25 seconds ago. If I'm the Bobcats, I'm taking this last shot, but hey, I'm not the coach 19 seconds ago in the period.
Yeah, Bobcats have had the ball each of the quarters at the end of the seconds. They're going to be patient here. Ball back across to Gavin. 10 seconds left on the clock. Gavin has it. Hands it over to Landon Clark. Landon comes back out to the Rockin' R at the center court. 3 seconds left. He's got to make a move. He does. He hesitates. Step back. 2 defenders. Short. It's going to be short. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Bobcats with a hot quarter. Not ending it the way Coach Cormany will like it, but he's got to like the score. Score 48-22. We'll be right back for the final quarter of tonight's season opener.
Since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River. Special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 6 and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
More men, and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elissa Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber.
Of the ball, Elijah Kelly, who's had a huge game right now for the Bobcats, has the ball in his hands out to Gavin. Those two are joined by Parker Prelude, Joseph Mitchell, and Brady in the fourth quarter.
Bobcats here looking to take pretty much as much time, work on a few things. If I'm the Bobcats, I'd love to see them go on the block, work on a couple things, maybe take some shots you may not normally take, but Coach Cormany may not love it. As Gavin Cormany attacks the basket, and that's good, known as a three-point shooter, taking it for the old-fashioned three-point opportunity. Gavin Cormany going to the line.
Yeah, this place was loud and rocking here in the first quarter, and like I mentioned 3 times now, score is now 50-22 with Gavin's free throw up. Makes it now 51-22 with 7:20 remaining. Gavin's going to come out. Nathan Wesley, who's had a huge game defensively, enters once again for the Bobcats. And so Bobcats kind of inching up to a 30-point lead, and we're in a game that many people thought Pulaski had a chance to win.
Yeah, Gavin Cormany had 2 points at half, now has 13 points on the night, 11 points coming so far.
You think he got challenged by his dad at the halftime?
You think? I would say most doubt. Bobcats defense stifling here as it Parker Prelude diving on the floor, getting the steal. It will be a jump ball. It will go to the Bobcats.
Parker Prelude knocking the ball away from J.J. Gully. He bumps Parker trying to get up. A little frustration here because Parker's not getting him in any inch, and Parker just go right back to work here as soon as they turn it in. Nope, J.J. coming out.
Yeah, they called a foul on J.J. right there. I thought it was a jump ball. They called a foul. That's his 4th personal foul. That's probably why he was on the bench early. He was in foul trouble. I didn't even realize that, as he has 12 points. By the way, all 12 coming in the first half. 0 points here. 0 points, and the Bobcats have run away with it. Maybe there's a correlation between the two.
That's exactly what we said Coach Cormany would be working on with his team. Joseph Mitchell has it in the corner. He drives to the lane. He gets fouled in there and one. That's about the 6th time the Bobcats have driven through the lane, got fouled, head to the free throw line for a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. The Bobcats have been in the weight room. They've been practicing week after week, and you can tell it now because no contact is stopping them so far.
Absolutely right. That's Joseph Mitchell's 2nd field goal of the game. He's going for the old-fashioned three there as he's going to the line. But I love these kids picking up the body contact and saying, you're going to have to stop me. As he misses that one, that's okay. But they're saying, hey, we're going to the rim, and you got to stop me.
J.J. Gully sitting on the bench with 4 fouls here. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this game. Bobcats up by 31 points. 53-22 is the score. Cougars just struggling to get anything going. They get into the lane. That's going to be a reaching foul. Shot goes, but they're not going to count it. It's going to be a dead ball underneath the basket.
That was on Parker Prelude. Team foul number 4. Cougars have committed 7 fouls this half, so the Bobcats will be at the line as Nathan Wesley almost gets a steal off the inbound, but the Cougars get it back.
Cougars get it. They get in the lane. The little floater's up, and it's going to be no good. Joseph Mitchell scoring through the air to get that rebound. Now out to Nathan Wesley. Back to Joseph. Oddly, Nathan, the point guard, gives it up to the post to bring it up. Now the ball's back in Nathan's hands and back to Elijah, who's been called for a carry now.
Coach Gormley, though, still getting on his guys as it looks like a substitution. Number 22, Thomas Grant, checking back in here for the Bobcats. As Mitchell will come, much deserved break here. 5:40 to go. Is there a running clock in basketball?
Depends on if the coaches agreed to it prior to it.
Okay, I didn't know that. I know in football, high school football, running clock is at 35 in the second half.
It is at 30, but both coaches have to agree.
Okay, so it looks like both did because the clock's rolling here. 5:20 to go in the game.
Elijah Kelly takes the cookies. He's ahead of the pack, and he's going up for the two-handed slam this time. Elijah Kelly's second dunk of the evening. This time he earns every bit of it because he stole it from the ball carrier and the ball handler. He takes it down and goes up with the two-handed slam. Elijah Kelly having a great season debut right now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, talk about some huddle film. We're going to post some here after this game. Elijah Kelly is going to be all over it. Parker Prelude and the one attacks the basket, and he's fouled. Parker, smallest man on the court, says, I'm being big right now.
That's got to be the 6th and 1 right now for the Bobcats. Going up for the layup, Parker, you can tell he's in his eyes, just smooth as can be. Going up for the layup, gets slapped, makes the layup. He's at the free throw line. A couple substitutions for the Cougars, couple for the Bobcats as well. Max Knipe enters the game now. So does Landon Clark. They join Tom Lee. Looks like Isaiah Austin's at the table to come in for Prelo. Prelo's shot is up, and it is long. Bobcats have missed quite a bit of free throws. I know that's one thing they work on every day, but who cares? 57-22 is your score. They're up by 35 against the rivals of Pulaski County.
Yeah, but if I know Coach Gorman, he's going to look at that stat sheet and said we could have been up by 50 if the Bobcats could make their free throws as the Cougars turn the ball over. And it looks like number 12, Jeremiah Eves. Excuse me.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jeremiah is injured for the season
My bad.
as well with Tyrell.
Could you imagine if we had both of those guys too?
The depth. Every player has played tonight, and it's not. They haven't played. Everyone hasn't played just because it's been a blowout. They played because that's the rotation.
And you know what? Crazy thing, Tim. 0 drop off from start to finish. We always talk about the depth as the Cougars answer here down big. The Bobcats coming back, but the depth that the Bobcats normally have, it's big all the way down 1 to 11 or 20 or whatever it is. There's no drop off.
Nathan Wesley gets called for the charge as he went through the lane. Michael, one thing to note, we had a big student section in front of us at the beginning of the game, and I think we can sit down now. I'm not going to. I'm up. But
too hyped to sit down, really, but you're right. We had to stand up just to – they've kind of trickled out here, and that's what happens, you know. When Alabama beats teams, people leave. Tennessee's left a lot of games early over the last few years, and so this is what happens when you come into Bobcat Gymnasium and get blown out here.
That's running on the wing closest to us. Good screen set by Thomas Grant. Gavin goes between his legs, gives it over to Landon Clark, top the key. He's going to square up. His shot's up. It's going to be long. Ball is battled for. Looked like Isaiah Austin was going to bring it down. It falls out of his hand. Cougars have it. They bring it up. Far side wing. They put up a 3 now. O'Neal hit the layup last possession. He hits the 3 in the transition right there. 2 minutes on the clock. Bobcats still up 57-29, but the Cougars have hit a little bit of run here of late.
I want to know where O'Neal's been on that. That was a buttery smooth 3 right there. He has now 9 points on the contest.
Gavin up top with the ball in his hands. Max Knipe with the screen. He slips. Gavin doesn't give it to him. He gets poked from behind. Gavin regains possession. Max Knipe in the lane of the Bobcats tonight who've played, which is everyone, has had an N1 opportunity. That time Max Knipe was in the lane. Looked like his brother Alex. And 2, he got fouled on both sides of himself, gets an N1 opportunity.
Absolutely. The Bobcats are saying, we're just going to dominate you at all facets. We're going to hit the 3. We're going to make you turn the ball over, and we're going to stand in the paint and make you stop us from scoring. And, by the way, the Pulaski County Cougars cannot stop the Bobcats from scoring tonight. Points, big. Bobcats 59 so far. Cougars 29.
Shots up, and it's good. Not even a doubt in the mind of Coach Cormany there as he gets some of his substitutions in right now. Sorry, I spoke too soon. Now every player has played for the Bobcats tonight. Number 42, Atticus Henderson, a senior for the Cats, getting his first action of the evening.
With 1:30 to go, I want to actually talk about a little bit of sponsoring Bobcat Sports Live. We couldn't do this without you. What really costs us the most is come playoff time as the Cougars answer here. But even our own court charges us here with Bobcat Sports Live to call your playoff game. So if you want to sponsor us, we have some sponsors over the years, wonderful sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor us from this year, please contact Tim Worrells or Michael Davis.
Bobcats just ticking the clock down now. 1 minute remaining in this game. Bobcats 60-31. Bobcats, big question mark around this team this year. Going to find their first victory of the season to go 1-0. Shots up, and it's going to be off the side of the backboard. The Bobcats are there to recover, and Nathan Wesley has it. And you can almost wonder if they're just going to run motion to get this clock out. Bobcats going to go 1-0 for the season. Cougars are going to drop to 3-1. Nathan Wesley with the foul, makes the layup, and now another and one opportunity for yet again another Bobcat tonight.
Yeah, saying. Tim, I'm really impressed with the Bobcats tonight. We were curious what we were going to see out of them tonight. Were they going to be sluggish? Were they going to hit the three well? Were they going to attack the basket well? Were they going to play defense well? Or none of the above? Were they going to struggle offensively? Were they going to struggle in defense? They've come in here and said, hey, we haven't skipped a beat. Now, the Bobcats have a tough schedule ahead of them this year, and when the playoffs come, we know the goal is not to make the playoffs. The Bobcats' goal is to win a state title year in and year out. Can this team do it? I don't know, Tim. A lot of young talent, a lot of progressing to go, but hey, they've come in tonight and said, this is what we got, and they've proven tonight they can be successful.
Another missed free throw by the Bobcats. 15 seconds remaining in this game. Bobcats are going to go away with their first victory of the season, 62-31. Bobcats are going to play once again tomorrow night at Greenbrier East High School. They got a long day. They're going to be worn out, but it's good for a big-time victory over the Battle of the Bridge, biggest rival of Radford High School, the Pulaski County Cougars. Your Bobcats win. The final score is 62-31. Your Bobcats win by 31 tonight. They doubled it for listening to Bobcat Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a quick break. Message from some of our sponsors. Some final comments and stats from Michael Davis and Timothy Worrells.
The Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brickhouse Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats.
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109.
And we are back with your finals to 31. Bobcats came into this game with an agenda, and they proved it tonight. Tim, we talked about what we were going to see, and they showed us a lot. Before we get into what we actually saw right there, look down in the second half. Cougars had 24 points going into the half, finished with 31. He had 0 points. For the Bobcats, Landon Clark, 5 points. Parker Prelude, 5 points. Really shut down the Cougars tonight on defense. Nathan Wesley finished with 8 points. Brandon Thompson with 4. Joseph Mitchell with 2. Max Knipe with 5. Gavin Cormany with 12. Elijah Kelly with 19 total game score and leading score for both teams. Elijah Kelly with 19 points. Tim, what did you think about all that?
Oh, man, there's a lot to comment tonight because, talking to Coach Cormany, he acted like he had no idea what to expect tonight, and he's got confidence in his team, but he said this is the most different kind of beginning of the year. He usually knows where the scoring is going to come from and how it's going to come, but unfortunately this year we didn't know that before the game. But after today's game, Michael, I really think that he found out. It was a team effort, but I'll tell you what, Elijah Kelly, he's going to be the guy that most teams are going to just have a troubling time defending and have an answer to. So Bobcats did Bobcat basketball as usual, man-to-man defense, and they're structured and they're disciplined, and that's why Cormany loves coaching that way, because no matter who he has, he always can depend on the discipline and the program that he puts into place, and that's what won the game tonight.
You're absolutely right, and I'm excited for what I saw. I was curious. You talked about on Bobcat Sports Talk that they may come out and struggle, that we don't know what we're going to see, and the Bobcats showed you exactly what we're going to see this year. We're going to see the Bobcats score a lot of points. We're going to see them shoot the three ball well. We're going to see them attack the basket well. The length that Elijah Kelly gives you with 19 points tonight, and by the way, they were an easy, smooth 19 points.
Yeah.
It looked good. Elijah Kelly really dominating in that contest against the Cougars tonight. So I'm happy for Elijah. A few last words before we get out of here?
I don't think so. It's exciting times to be a Bobcat, and Bobcats hit the road tomorrow, Greenbrier East High School, for game number 2 of the season, and then they follow up Tuesday night at Roanoke Catholic. That's going to be 2 big tests right now for the Bobcats moving forward in the next few nights, and so it's been a while since the Bobcats have finally got a game under the belt. Now the season gets kicking in motion. After that, they have the Christmas tournament, and then we got district tournament coming up to play, so really exciting stuff. And the Bobcat girls, the Lady Cats,
I was getting ready to ask,
are 2-0, and we enter our Christmas tournament Tuesday night, so we didn't play tonight, so I'm glad to join you, which is,
Again, I had fun. The NFHS was down all night. We are so happy you could be here with us on Bobcat Sports Live.